One, one. Okay, a few words about bigger format for video. I felt like one guy was saying people hate to shoot on full frame. They hate to shoot. So he started to talk about this and this and that. Basically, some people don't like to shoot in full format. They go to like Super 35 because they believe in film Super 35. But those people, they don't know that film has more grains than megapixels. So suppose that film for grains, the film, especially slide film, which was used for movies, slide film, that size is probably like 300, 400 megapixels, maybe more. So there are no technologies that can make so many megapixels. So if you take any film of Super 35, the slide, and have that image on the screen, and then you take any camera and put on the same screen, you will see there is no good enough sensor, and you will not find good enough sensor for that huge screen. So like suppose in 90s I went to cinema. It was a Sister Act. It was like in 92, I believe. So that was done. Sister Act was done on film. So if you look inside of the cinema, the image is very good. But if you have any camera for that size, when you magnify to that size, you'll see a lot of kind of strange dirty image. So I actually if there is a question like that, I'm more on the side of not only full frame but more, where some people make turn to like less. I would actually go to more. So many people probably don't know. In the past it was IMAX. IMAX basically it's a kind of format. IMAX slide film. So basically in the past IMAX 70 millimeter. So it was done on 70 millimeter. IMAX slide film frame. So suppose this one IMAX 70 by 48 and a half. I can tell you this size, there is no sensor this size today. So if you wanna, even if the same grain, the same pixels, still there is no sensor of this size today. Now this would be 35. Okay, this one's 70. So in reality, if they shoot like this, 70 minus perforation, it is much less than 70. So whatever they cut on the side, So let's see this one. This is cinematic too. It's a cinematic that not many people know. So in the past they were shooting commercial on 70 millimeter. So I suppose this is 70 millimeter, but this is kind of like a photography. This would be 35. It's 4K digital. 4K digital is smaller than this, and definitely smaller than this. This is more than double. So in the past, when you go to big movies with big budget, they were shooting on bigger film. This is cinematic. This is not like I'm telling story. So like 70, okay, 35. So you go like that. I honestly don't know how they can shoot 70 this way. This one is okay. This is Super Panavision 70. So Super Panavision 70. But if they take from the side, it's not 70. If they count this side 70. You know what I mean? But if they go this 70, if they go this 70 and this 48, if they cut like this, it will be 48, it's not 70. That says IMAX 70. If they shoot like this, yeah, it's 70, but if they shoot like that, it's not 70. But in any case, it is more than 35. Now, if you look at IMAX, they were adapting medium format lenses, like Hasselblad adapted lenses. So if you look at lenses, this is huge lens, man. Crazy huge IMAX lens. Okay, there is a camera like this, Arri Alexis 65. So beside 70 they had 65. So I guess if they show the side minus perforation, suppose this would be 65, because this no need perforation. So this camera would be like, I think it was named Panavision 65. So this is film. Panavision. You see, like that kind of big back, thick back. This is 70, Panavision 70. This one 65, Panavision 65. Basically they had two, in general they had two for bigger format, 65 and 70. I'm not sure how they count, but to me, if you shoot like, where, hold on, if you shoot like this, if this is 70 minus perforation, I would say this is 65, because normally film goes like that. This is photography way. Maybe they had a camera that goes like this, but I did not work with those cameras. That was like I guess in 80s and 90s I did not have a chance to work, so this would be like okay, film camera. See how big? So suppose today some people make turn to 35, they think full frame is big. Actually, in some sense I think it's not big. So if you go to like say Panavision, many people did use Panavision 65. This on 70. Big commercials were done on 70. Probably Japanese too. I know Americans they were doing. Okay, so I don't see anything. So today, if you look at, I actually think it's a good idea. I might try someday. Fujifilm 100 Mark II. So here this was previous. Right now Mark II. Now Mark II has ProRes. I wanna try this someday. Kind of like IMAX look, vlogging with IMAX-ish look. So they have ProRes 422. I wanna try this one someday. But I need Apple computer. I don't have any more. I had before like a iMac, but I would need a bigger one. You know, that's like a desktop kind of with holes. So like this one, 422, and I like external recording. Let me see. Here's CF Express, so I use that one. Now, let me see. So if I look at sensor size in millimeters, I think this camera would take me closer to IMAX or ARRI 65. I think ARRI 65 is good to make cinema. Big sensor, big lens. Kind of like looking like it was done on 70mm lens, 70mm film. So this on 43 by 32. So and that was like, I believe 48 something. So this is kind of close, kind of, because in the past for film cameras, okay, film cameras, medium format, format equivalent. So if you look at this like this, so if you see, if you look at this one, to me it's digital. So 645 film, in reality the sensor, not the sensor, but the frame was a little bigger. So you see that the length, so if somebody said medium format, meaning this one, 35 millimeters, in reality is 18. Suppose you want to buy a lens for 645, like let's say 35, in reality you buy 55. This is digital, I guess. Digital is different. So basically, to me, the digital is a little less than this, the sensor. But it's close. So anyway, if I go like, I've seen it. Okay. IMAX adapted planar. Okay, this is IMAX. Okay, so IMAX is a little less than 6x8. And a little more than 6x5. So to me that one, Alexa 65, it's probably around that one, but it's less than this. But I've seen IMAX was adopting medium format lenses, so I guess there is no sensor like that right now, that big. Right now it's like this. They say medium format GFX, but it's not big enough. It is 645 medium format. Like GFX, it's 645. It's not 6x7. You know what I mean? Today there is no big sensor like that, unless you can try Phase 1 or something like that, if they have for video. I don't know. For photography you can find. For photography you can use today film camera, like suppose this one, film camera, and some of them allow you to attach digital back. For photography, I don't know about video. Anyway, I wanna try that Fujifilm. The only problem is with Fujifilm, I found a problem. Maybe some people don't look at it. Fujifilm digital is too sharp, crazy sharp, and too digital. Fujifilm. Like let's say let's say this one. I don't know if they have it. Let's see. So to me, if I wanna try for video, I would be kind of closer to IMAX. So if I go Fujifilm GFX, the biggest size is GFX. Suppose I like this is standard. Okay, I like this 55. 55. Suppose this one. I've seen some pictures, they look too digital. It's kind of okay, this one, but some look kind of strange. Let's see another lens. I like this one. Let's see. I don't know, for some reason to me it looks a little bit digital. Some pictures. Even this look digital. Thank you. Anyway, so I had suppose this one, it's called 23. Even if everybody say good, I'm finding it's just too digital sharp. Even this look a little bit digital. So I honestly like let's say Fujifilm 680. It's an old camera. Film camera, 6x8, a little bigger than IMAX, size of negative or slide. So images like this one, for example, this is on film, 6x8 film. I don't know, for some reason you can tell that's film. That's not really the digital kind of sharpness like this one. It doesn't have those kind of, I guess, pixels or whatever.
Press the Allow button to verify you're human. Press the Allow button to verify you're human.
Stupid stuff. I don't know. I don't need this. So, okay, this one. I think it's pretty good. This film. This one again. So it's film, but you see something different. Well, that's the digital look. So if I will get GFX, I wanna try. It would be like that kind of, but in half, because 645 is half. This would be more close to IMAX, but this is a little bigger, but 645 is less. So I want to try that one. Now, if you look at ARRI 65, okay, sensor versus IMAX film size. Okay. So you have this one. 16 by 9. Full frame. This is full frame. How about this one? So Vista Vision. So this red one, basically red, it says full size. Okay, so this is 65 motion picture camera. Okay, Hasselblad, that Hasselblad is like it's less. Okay, this is full frame. I guess green one. Green like this, and 65 is bigger. So if you move over here, so that's what I'm saying. I basically want to try the Fujifilm. Maybe it's not as big as this one, but to me it's more like towards IMAX. If you wanna have a look of IMAX kind of, or Panavision, bigger format, so or let's say ARRI 65 look, to me the closest would be medium format. So for medium format IMAX adapted lenses for, okay, so basically they were adapting some of those Hasselblad or the medium format lenses in the past. I think Zeiss, let's see, planar, Zeiss, okay, native 50 millimeters, Hasselblad Zeiss adapted to IMAX, 50 millimeters. Okay, so you can this is tug, this one some kind of big planar, that's a crazy 0.7. So basically from what I see, if you wanna really shoot like in a look of IMAX, Then I've seen they were rehousing. Basically, IMAX, they were rehousing medium format lenses. IMAX. I might someday will try this. I think it's fun. You take some kind of lens, even Fuji, if money allow. You rehouse, make a cine lens out of lens. So, okay, Zeiss Hasselblad for IMAX. You see, rehoused. Some I've seen, they were rehoused, and basically they took okay, for IMAX use Zeiss medium format lenses of the type used for Hasselblad cameras. Hasselblad normally 6x6 or 645, but appears to me that big frame, for the big frame they were using, 6x6 format lenses, not the small one but the bigger one. So, and then it says Hasselblad cameras. Okay, how about this? IMAX rehouse lenses. Uh, 6x6 format. Okay, 40, 50, 60 for IMAX. Okay, uses medium format. Okay. So I mean, for me it's kind of fun. If somebody consider that kind of fun. To me it's kind of fun to do vlogging in a way of IMAX. I mean, some do one thing, some do another thing. Me many times use vlog camera because I put on my windshield that sticky suction cup, and I put vlogging. I guess my action cameras are vlogging, but if I want something else, I don't put, of course, medium format on my windshield, but if there is IMAX and there is 6x6, so it appears to me they were using lenses Hasselblad 6x6, and many times those lenses were made by Zeiss. They're not made by Hasselblad. I don't think the most famous lenses of Hasselblad are made by Hasselblad. I think it was Zeiss for Hasselblad. So suppose I wanna, okay, Zeiss, well, 645, it's less. Whatever Fujifilm, it would be like 645. IMAX look would be more, but today suppose you cannot find that kind of big sensor. I've never seen big sensor like that for people to buy. Anyway, even Fujifilm 645 looks smaller. But anyway, Zeiss lenses 6x6 format for let me see. So this would be Hasselblad 6x6. So you see the lenses they have. I think, me personally, if I really want this could be used even. Because it's easier from bigger size to go to a smaller size. So if this is 6 by 6, I'm sure some people adopt bigger lenses. It's kind of like full format to APS-C. So this would be kind of lenses 6 by 6. I'm not sure which one they like, but I think if I do research I can find. So if you look close, I want to see picture. Suppose this one. You see, if you look close, it's for Hasselblad, but it's planar. Carl Zeiss planar. So there is another way. What I can do is, there are two kinds of Zeiss. They were making Zeiss were making this lens for 6 by 6. 6 by 6 it means centimeters. 6 centimeters by 6. American is I don't, you need to use you know that from centimeters to inches. So it's somewhere like 2 inches and something, or 3 inches. So, but anyway, suppose I can use this one, but 645. 645 is less. It's normally 6 by 7 would be a little more like this, and 645 would be half of it. So assume like that, not half, but that touch more. Cut. So it's 645. No, 7. It's 45 and 45, 9. 6 by 9. Right? Yeah. Okay, there is a Fuji film. It's called 690. 690, this one. 690 is 6 by 9. Basically a huge film. Like this. Back. Huge film. Not like that big, but it should be open, door open. Okay, this one. So this would be 6 by 9. Now for medium format, 645, like GFX, it would be half. So this is 6, this is 45. Approximate. I don't think they have an exact sensor, but it says 645. Now Zeiss had 6 by 6 and lens similar, but this one for a little more. This is for 6 by 9. Zeiss Hasselblad is for a little shorter, like a square film. Top bottom the same, but left to right less. But the lens is similar. So 645 is kind of half of it. Here half of it, but for Hasselblad more than half. So my thinking is this can be adapted, or at that time, not this particular, but I mean this format adapted. At that time they had it's called Contax 645. So Contax had Zeiss lenses. This is Contax 645. This should be, you see the back, that's a film back. this one. You see the film back. So this film back and this particular mirror is similar to GFX. The size 645. So what I'm thinking, that because it's the same company, in my case I can put bigger lenses or adapt these lenses, rehouse and adapt these lenses, contacts. So you see Zeiss for contacts 645. It should give you lenses. Okay, so you see this lens reminding you probably Hollywood 28.2 because it's made by the same company. Now in this case I don't need 28, but suppose I like, because it's medium format, suppose I like 35 or 45 for 50. 50 it would be for 35mm camera, but for medium format 50 is different. So suppose I like 50. Okay, 80 a little bit better. Oh, this is 45. That's kind of like a more medium format, more wide angle. So you see it looks like Hollywood kind of look, 28.2. So I wanna try this one, or maybe someday when I have GFX I actually add this. So I can use that, or rehouse. You see this one has actually data. This Zeiss is kind of a newer lens. The Hollywood should not have that. Hollywood is older one. That contacts with that one, it's a newer cameras. Maybe I even buy this as a fun camera someday. I'm thinking about shooting on film sometimes. With that, I wanna get it like R8 or R9, but for medium format that would be like Hasselblad or Bronica, or I would say Mamiya. I had Mamiya before, but I did not have this one. It's kind of interesting. So let me see. Especially, you see like that, mint condition. I wonder if they had a 35. Let's say wide angle, whatever. Wide angle. For 645. Oops. So they have 45, 45s, or they have 35. This 3.5 in reality is different. That one cut. Anyway, this is iPhone 645. I like this one. I will save for the future. I just wanna, someday I wanna get GFX like 100 S or Mark II. I wanna try this one. I had lens like that, Sonar, but I think mine was older. This kind of looked too new to me. Yeah, it has, you see the data, those data, it's kind of later lenses. I had no data like that. So to me, I can play, and it says, you see, look, near mint, those Japanese. I think that one map is Japanese, and the price is cheap. So basically, if this is 645, to me, I can adapt it. Zeiss Contax 2 GFX adapter. Okay, this is a cheap one, but Contax Yashica. This could mean 35mm. Okay, this one. Contax Yashica mount 2 GFX. Actually, it's a GFX, so it's okay. But sometimes you might see Contax Yashica to something, not GFX, but that's okay. I don't know what brand is better. I'm just saying, my experience, kind of fun. I think it's fun. But anyway, I think this is okay brand. Photo Diox. No, I don't need this one. This is something else. What is this? I think I had that brand before. Okay, Contax Yashica to GFX. Okay, I just save for the future. So then I want to see if this works, then I can rehouse maybe. It's harder to find, but if somebody was rehousing for IMAX, I think what can be done is basically 3D printing. You need to print 3D for that size of lenses. It's kind of a big project, but it's okay. I don't see anything less than 35. So suppose suppose 645 format 35mm lens. Oh, I know this one. So suppose 645. If they have 35, so it's 23. But for digital would be 30 because size is not exactly the same as 645. So that would be 30, 3.5. It's okay because for medium format 3.5 actually it's less on 35 millimeter. So and then I look at another one was 45, which would be 38. That's probably what I need. I don't need more than this unless some kind of portrait. And another was 80, which is 66. It's already too much. Suppose I like 48, it would be 60. Carl Zeiss wide angle for 645, 60 millimeter. Okay, they have this one. Zoom. There is 60. Okay, but this is really bad looking. I think this is actually not 645. I don't know. Anyway, okay, this one, I like this one. Yeah, this sounds like. Okay, so 55. If it's 55, $46. It's okay. Now let me see. It's confusing. If on 6x9 I put 50, if on 6x9, if on 6x9 I put 50, yeah, that's correct. So this one equals to that. So if I see 55, it is 46. Okay, I ate too much. They want too much for this. Maybe it's a good lens. Anyway, that's my kind of fun ideas. Or just put GFX lens. But from what I've seen, IMAX did not really use Fujifilm. They were using planar. How about planar? Or Distagon. Carl Zeiss planar 645. Okay. Okay, like this. It's not really cheap. I like f2. On medium format f2, that's good. Okay, so that's beaten up a little bit. I think that's better. I just say for the future. Anyway, that's all I can say. I wanna try this one. To use 645 on GFX or 6x6 lens and use 645 Fujifilm sensor and see how it is. Have a good time. Bye.